Shaylin teaches you to worship beauty, but your worship does not seem to extend to myself. You have wounded me, sir.
Shaylin also teaches that beauty comes from within. I look inside you, and there's very little to admire there at present.
Ouch. I wish to enter. So what will happen at this private reception? It is a pure and uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pain. No, these things are caused by lust and dark desire, not true love. True love lives forever. I'm starting to suspect you are losing interest in our conversations. What do you think is going on? I came here because I wanted to. There is light and mercy in our souls.
And another obstacle.
Don't hold back.
Lift the spell from the unfortunate people you've turned into objects. Free all of them now. You've lived long enough. I have a few questions. I want to know more about her. What kind of harem is this? I've seen you with her at the flesh markets. Tell me about her. How did you achieve such a high standing? I have no more questions. I came here seeking your patronage. So you and her aren't friends, I take it. Tell me about these crystals you're so interested in. Well, why should I look for him? Where should I look for him? Why did you choose me for this mission? Everything's clear to me. I have to go. I'm looking for him. Do you know where he is? No deal. Who are you? How can I find Zephorian? Maybe a small donation would jog your memory? I'm leaving. Who are you? Have you heard of Zephorian? You don't seem too willing to share any information. Do you know where I can find Zephorian, yes or no? I have to go. Does anyone know Zephorian? Would you be so kind as to tell me where I can find Zephorian, esteemed leader of these poor lost souls? What do you know about the crystals? You're giving me the key just like that. The Isle of Vazgar, where is that? Why are these crystals called that? You're lying to me. You're trying to lure me into a trap. Share your knowledge with me. What did you do to fall so low? What do you think of the city today? Got any advice on how to survive this place? That's enough about that. I'm leaving. Oh, it's a storyteller.
Darren, Your Excellency, sir, is it true what they say, that you're next in line for the throne? What'll be the first thing you do if you're crowned king?
I'd issue a law protecting tieflings from persecution, of course. I jest. I would have all the fountains in the land filled with wine instead of water. Don't make that face at me. I know you tieflings will enjoy that little edict, too.
How did you get here? Why did you need this portal? I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. What do you think of Galfrey ordering me to go to the Abyss? I see. How is Galfrey? Please do. I found a page that might interest you. Why did Nauticula send you to follow Discari? Who are they? Where's your friend Kenny now? Please continue. What's so special about Gascari's scythe? Please continue. Tell me about the fight between them. Thank you for your stories. What? Do you know what I miss most in this? My prestigious pager gone. Sure. I have to go. Did she say anything else? Thank you, storyteller. Take this crystal. What do you see? Who are you? Who are you fighting? What are you fighting for? How will your fight end? Are you the island? The one the city's built on? I thought the souls of demon lords went to the Rift of Repose after death. Where are you? What will happen to you next? I am failing all the will saves. Who are you and whom do you serve? Who is implanting the crystal into you? What fight awaits you? What do you expect to defeat, or how do you expect to defeat Noxilla? How do you expect to defeat Noxilla and her domain? Enough, storyteller. I shared a vision with you again. So the crystals are demon blood? So the city's built on her corpse? How can this stone grant powers? What is a Rift of Repose? Everything's clear to me now. I don't have it. I want to spend the night here.
When you were little, you had the funniest little stubby horns. Did it hurt when they started growing?
Damn things itched like crazy.
completed your task. I do not serve you, and I will not tell you anything. You can't break me. Keep trying, it won't work. Ah, damn it. You've lost. Get out of my head.
You are most curious, mortal.
Who are you?
I am the one whose attention you have been seeking for so long. I am Nocticula, ruler of the Midnight Isles.
I'm asking for an audience.
You have my permission to enter the palace. Go there and wait. I will arrive when the time is right. Until then, you will be taken care of by one of my servants.
I want to go in. The Lexicon of Paradox Part 2. So is this me? Am I the key? Not meant to read it yet. Okay.
Greetings.
Oh.
Greetings, Commander.
Lady Arilu, allow me to express my deepest admiration of your work, and may I just ask...
Fancy seeing you here. I have a lot of questions for you.
You are looking for answers. That's good. That is why I am here. I have much to tell you. You have walked a long path, one where shadows constantly flicker at the edge of your vision, and questions multiply like flies above carrion. It is time for answers. At least, some of them. Day 16, Aridus 4715. Experiment, transformation. Subject, let's skip that. Objective, to embed the essence of a Nahindrian crystal in the soul of the subject. Expected result, the essence will coalesce with the subject's soul, which will ready itself for total transformation, triggering the concomitant powers. The time has come to put my plan into action.
Okay, so I did exist.
You are my creation. Your power was my gift. Now you know.
Let's say I believe you. Why did you need to do all this?
You are asking the right questions, but the time has not yet come.
Ah, such special memories. Remember the laboratory, do you? I told you back then. Go on, look around. See all the ones Lydia really worked on. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
Your power is of the same kind as that of Nulkineth, Jeribeth, and the other demons that you have met. The power of the Nahindrian crystal dissolved into the blood lies within your soul. I have already hinted at this to you once before, when I left the essence along with the lexicon of paradox in my old laboratory, and ordered the suture to make sure the gift found its way into your hands. But there is more. Do you remember when you were taken to Canobris with a wound that would not heal? Do you remember how Terendelev apparently healed you? That was merely an illusion. The dragon was only able to temporarily dull the pain. In fact, it was I who saved you, when I came to you in the caves and implanted a crystal within you. No, saved is not the right word. Your wound is still not healed. That is why your wound weeps blood from time to time, every drop of which burns your enemies. This is pure essence of Nahindrian crystal. My invention is far superior to the crystals used by Xanther, which were barely refined at all. It will give you new strength and help you to overcome the wound that still slumbers within your soul. Take it. Take it, and you will see that this is the very power that has lived in you since the Battle of Canobris.
Hey, are we doomed to? The chief shared her power with us, so does that mean we're cursed as well? How long do we have left? Say it ain't so. I'm too young to die so tragically.
Not much of a threat. Look at me. Before you know it, I'll be a decrepit heap of flesh just like some. But I still manage to keep living somehow.
That's not going to work. You need to tell me everything first.
Very well, then. Ask your questions and I will answer.
What is this wound in my soul? How dangerous is it?
It was my mistake. My failure. I failed to... The tale is too long to recount here. Your wound is a reflection of the Worldwound in a way. It is very dangerous, even if you do not yet realize it. It is not a disease, but rather an abscess, which will one day burst and kill you. It cannot fully be healed until the Worldwound is healed. No doubt you have felt this affliction on several occasions. It awakens when you use your power. It makes you sense more strongly what mortals call the corruption of the abyss. Until the Worldwound is healed, you will have no peace.
You followed me.
Like a witch in a fairy tale, I watched over you from birth. From before that, even. And I kept detailed notes. You were chosen and prepared for a special destiny. I am pleased to see that you still wear them. I enchanted them specially to protect you from danger. I am glad you found my gift useful. Aside from this, I helped you, even when you were unaware of my presence. I saved you and your unfortunate companions when you fell into the crevice in Canabras. In the Grey Garrison, it was I who distracted Minago to allow you to approach the Wardstone. And in Dresden, I appeared under the guise of Yoniel to guide you toward the Sword of Valor. And I also left you a present in my old laboratory, and told the Suture to see that you received it. I knew that sooner or later you would find your way there. That place exerts a powerful pull.
In that case, thank you for your help. You should help me out more often.
Certainly, but do not expect me to solve all your problems. A child that is forever carried in its mother's arms will never learn to walk.
Why was that whole ploy in the lab necessary? You were ready to sacrifice your servant, the Suture, for it.
You always have to sacrifice something. I wanted you to go to the laboratory to see with your own eyes what I had been doing and what I am capable of, so it would be easier for you to accept the truth. The laboratory is the place where I prepared your ascent. And the Suture was the only one who I could trust to execute my plan and explain everything. After all, he too once experienced rebirth at my hands, and that is why I was willing to risk his life.
It would be better if you just told me everything, instead of playing mind games.
Knowledge gained independently through research and experimentation is far more valuable than knowledge that is simply given. That is why I wanted you to go to the laboratory yourself. I just gave you a nudge in the right direction.
Tell me about the crystals. Start from the beginning.
Nihindrian crystals are formed from the solidified blood of demon lords. Their properties are not well known, even among the inhabitants of the Abyss. And there are reasons for this. Acquiring the blood of a dead demon lord is very difficult. After a demon lord dies, their body is instantly absorbed into the Rift of Repose. Only the Lady in Shadow knows how to kill them in a way that allows her to preserve the bodies of her fellow lords and transform them into a solid state. That means that Nihindrian crystals cannot be obtained anywhere other than the Midnight Isles. Or rather, it was impossible until recently, when I managed to experimentally obtain a crystal from the blood of a still living lord. You saw the result. A dagger made from Discari's freshly shed blood, which I left for you in Canabras. As regards the use of the crystals, that is a discussion that would take time. A very long time. Someday I will finish my groundbreaking treatise on the transformation of Mahindrian crystals, although it is unlikely I will ever publish it.
So you figured out how to use the crystals to imbue living creatures with power.
Not just any creatures. Demons. And half-demons. The soul must have a stable connection with the abyss in order for it to receive the power of the crystal. Experiments involving tieflings and mongrels failed because the voice of the abyss was not strong enough within them.
But I'm not a demon.
I wasn't a demon either when I started. But there are always ways to circumvent or even to override the laws of the universe. I changed myself by knitting my soul together with the essence of the abyss. And I changed you. Do you remember the fits of rage that began shortly after Discari's attack on Canobris? This is how the second half of your soul manifested itself. Not yet fully aware. Not yet awakened. It's a pity you did not choose to let your demonic nature take hold. The result would have been most impressive. Oh, those arrogant crusaders, those knights with their eyes ablaze, those pious priests. They have installed at the head of their magnificent army a scion of the abyss, the creation of the architect of the Worldwound, whom they so revile.
It's strange to see you here in Nocticula's palace. Who do you really serve, Discari, Baphomet?
Both, and neither. I have served both Discari and Baphomet, and not merely as the lowest in the pecking order. But I do not think you'll be surprised when I tell you that to me, both of these mighty lords are merely convenient temporary sources of power, and their time is almost at an end. But the Lady in Shadow is different. She is the preeminent ruler. Soon you will understand this for yourself.
My power is different from the other demons.
Yes, because I taught Xanther and the other servants of Baphomet and Discari the earliest version of this transformation ritual. I spent decades perfecting it until I obtained the power that I gave to you. Power in its most purified form, cleansed of the filth and chaos inherent within the original blood of the demon lords. Your power is as pure as thrice distilled water, but it resonates with other powerful sources of supernatural power, such as the Sword of Valor. And your power can change. You must have realized this already. You have shaped my gift into a form that you yourself have chosen. You are seeking answers, trying to understand the crux of the matter. That is good.
What I want to know is this. What do you want from me?
Patience. Before we continue, I want you to receive your power.
I won't out of your hand, Aurelia, even if it makes me weaker.
That effect. How unexpected. It deserves to be studied, but I will see to that later.
Enough! Enough of this madness! I was blind. O Lady of Heaven, how blind I was. I saw holiness in the half-fiend's creation. All your valiant deeds, your resistance in the face of temptation, it was all a deception. Curse the Abyss, and curse Elushanira, where even the most faithful lose their way, and lie, and commit treason. I must save those who can be saved, and break free from the kingdom of darkness.
I want to help you close the world wound.
were about to say, we are going to close the Worldwound, weren't you, Arilu? I see no reason to continue deceiving this mortal. Now, I am convinced that she is quite worthy of serving me. I will even reward her with a modicum of knowledge about the events in which she is about to take part.
You've been sitting on your throne and listening to this whole time?
Naturally. I am in the habit of observing my servants and guests while remaining unseen. Their private thoughts fly most eagerly from their lips when they believe themselves to be unwatched. And secrets exchanged in whispers are often invaluable.
Yeah, hi. Just so we understand each other, I'm not going to grovel on my knees before you.
Have I told you to bow down? Trust me, if I need you to do something, I won't leave you guessing. You will know my desires immediately, and you will know just as swiftly why fulfilling those desires is in your best interest. I have had my eye on you for a very long time. You see, it was at my behest that Lady Vorlesh imbued you with such incredible powers. But I was curious to see your worth as an individual, not as Lady Vorlesh's creation. Thus, I decided to postpone our meeting and see how you'd fare in Alashanira, and whether or not you could win respect and power among those not so easily impressed by outstanding magical abilities. Well, you've passed my test adequately by proving that your character and your will are stronger than the Nehindrian powers Lady Vorlesh has vested in you.
You are wise, my lady. However, only those who have never known or forgotten what it is like to be mortal can so easily dismiss the importance of power. To be someone whose life is fragile and can be cut short at any moment, like a candle snuffed out by a gust of wind.
It is a shame your angel has left you, mortal. I would have liked to talk to him. I don't expect I will get another chance, as that celestial buffoon's days are numbered.
Why do you think the Hand of the Inheritor is going to die?
Because he charged off all alone into the vastness of the abyss. An old friend awaits him there, the Echo of Discari. And the Echo has been anticipating this meeting for a long time.
The Hand of the Inheritor told me his magic deceived the eyes of all evil spawn of the abyss, but not yours.
Perhaps you don't know everything about me yet, mortal. Perhaps you made the same mistake as many before you, and many who are more insightful and more powerful than you, by presuming to know what to expect from the Lady in Shadow.
Tell me about the Echo of Discari.
He is a strange creature, a bespoke creation, so to speak. Long before the Worldwound was opened, Discari, that little cricket, was seeking a way to have some fun on Galarian and assert his influence there. One day, he decided to gather a few strong mortal followers, fuse them together into one being, and pump that being full of his own power, in the belief that something worthwhile would come of it. That is how the Echo came to be. To the great dismay of both the Echo and the Lord of Crickets, the Echo was greeted by Eridan, protector of humankind. Eridan gave the Echo such a thorough thrashing, the whole abyss thought him dead. And yet he was not. Cricket, the younger, is alive and well, though I cannot say the same for Eridan. But the Echo remembers his humiliation still. He hates anything and everything related to Eridan, especially his inheritor, Iomedae. Her heralds, her priests, her temples. He would hate Iomedae's pet pug, if she had one.
Why does the Echo of Discari prey upon the Hand of the Inheritor?
Envy, humiliation, ego. The usual playthings of little boys from all planes and realities. The Echoes suffered more than one defeat. First at Eridan's hand, then under the onslaught of the forces of heaven. Those routes taught him to attack his enemies by stealth, boldly and often, killing and crippling anyone close to the light-bringing goddess. Now, it seems, he has decided the time has come. The Herald of Iomade himself is in the abyss alone, without a retinue of lesser angels.
I see.
He's an interesting little bird, that angel. Before he became the Herald of Iomade, he served Regathiel, the General of Vengeance. I've always found the fate of that Imperial Lord to be quite fascinating. Did you know that the father of the Upper Plains' top military leader was a devil from hell? Regathiel had to achieve many feats to redeem his unholy legacy in the eyes of the other Imperial Lords. But he did. A remarkable tale, is it not? Of course, not all your actions in my realm have been commendable. By destroying the flesh markets, you've harmed my city and impoverished my realm.
I put an end to the suffering and pain there. I have no regrets.
You've just arrived in my realm, and you're already trying to dictate your own rules? As I recall, when demons attempted something similar on Galarian, armies were raised, and mortals fought to the death to stop it. I can scarcely believe it myself, but I will be gracious and show you mercy. I am a hospitable ruler. Another island, another loss. Enough! I warned them that I would not stand for the desolation of my realm. They have not heeded me, and they will regret it. Go to your sisters and tell them to prepare. But I digress. Let us continue. I have prepared a beautiful intrigue that will topple many of your enemies and seal the Worldwound forever, ending the threat to Galarian. And you have the chance to become part of that intrigue.
My companion Ember would like to speak with you.
Ember? So that's her then? Well, approach. I have heard you bleating your pathetic prayers at me. You have some nerve addressing me with such nonsense. Did you think I would simply repent? Renounce my status as a demon lord? Do you have any idea what I had to do to acquire it? Wait, what is this? These noises. Do you think you're the first to try to move me with a display of tears? It only makes me angry. If you wish to speak, then wipe your nose and speak clearly.
I know what you had to do to others and to yourself. I'm so sorry. So sorry. If only I could ease your pain somehow. Calm your sorrows.
You should hear her out.
In my realm, I decide to whom I should listen and whom I should hang. Be quiet. You wanted me to hear the girl out. Then let her babble on until I tire of her. So, where were we? My pain? My sorrows? What nonsense are you talking? Don't tell me you pity me.
I'm so sorry. You're the most miserable soul I've ever seen. I've see people burned alive, people being devoured by monsters, people burying their children. They were in pain, so much pain. But I've never seen anyone in as much pain as you.
What is this sacred drivel? What do you even know of me, Nat?
I've seen your city. You were the one who built it. It is the way you wanted it to be. It holds all of your dreams, all of your heart, and everyone in this city is suffering. Everywhere, all the time, every minute. All who live here are hurting and scared. If these are its citizens, how miserable must its ruler feel?
And this is what you brought her to me for. You think this infantile sniveling is worthy of my attention?
I've seen the truth of her wisdom more than once. Perhaps it would benefit you to listen to her as well.
As if I hadn't seen enough sanctimonious bores in my life. So, what do you suggest I do, preacher? Beg the good gods' forgiveness? Devote myself to serving a sword-swinging upstart, perchance? Or that old crone, the moon?
No. Gods can't help anyone. They're just like us mortals. Silly, frightened, clueless. You're almost a goddess yourself. You know better than anyone that no one can save you. No one except you.
Save me? From what exactly?
From yourself. From what you've done to yourself. From the city you've imprisoned yourself in. Listen! You are a queen, but you're the queen of pain and filth. Your realm is a realm of your own suffering. You're almost a goddess. You can do anything you want. So why won't you make yourself happy? You could become the Redeemer Queen.
Oh, the Redeemer Queen! That's new. Never in all my years have I heard anything like that. Well, child, enough joking. Get out of my sight, or I'm afraid I might decide to keep you here forever as my fool.
Do you think she took my words to heart?
Who knows?
I suppose you're right. We'll see what happens.
I told you to get out! I don't want to hear your squeaky voice again!
Did Aurelia really Creighton? Right, but wasn't there notes saying she wanted to bring back a soul that had already passed? Was my Is my character that person's soul she wanted to bring back, and that's why she chose me? What exactly are you offering me? If you're so powerful, why do you need me? How exactly do you plan to close the Worldwound? Why is it so important to kill her? Why would you want to close the wound? What do I gain by serving you? I won't help you. No, I won't serve you. I killed Willidus, your court mage. I want to ask you about other powerful demons of the Abyss. What's your relationship with Aurelia? Does it bother you that Aurelia serves another master? How did Aurelia become your servant? You remember the elven archmage who used to serve you thousands of years ago? He's still alive. We know each other. Are Baphomet and Tuscara your allies? Everything's clear to me now. I want to know more about you. How did you become a demon lord? Are the Midnight Isles really the corpses of slain demon lords? How do you turn the dead demon lords into islands? What do you plan to do next? Subdue all of the Abyss? I have no more questions. If I'm to depart, your guards must watch over my camp in the Nexus and all who are residing there. I still have some business to take care of in the city. Oh! Oh, she's so much bigger. That's awesome. I wish I informed of treason. Shamira is researching crystals in secret. Perhaps he's planning to overthrow you. Why do you still tolerate Shimmer? A friend of mine, the storyteller, has peered into the future. In his vision, Epsmira was sending demons after you. The demons were strengthened by the crystals. I've said everything I wanted to say.